at the door. He's halfway in. He's in. Well, welcome to the latest episode of the Hedgehog Show. And trying to do a few firsts tonight. The first thing is that it's a new what do you call it? Hog station. I've got another slightly bigger storage box and cut a hole in it, and he seems to have just managed to get in there fine. And the other thing is that this is the first live commentary. So if everything goes right, and this recording doesn't muck up, and the video doesn't muck up, you're actually hearing a live commentary, because I'm actually watching from the outside through binoculars, so I can sort of see. I can see him in there, and actually, it's not very clear what he's doing. I saw him go in, and he seems to be in there happily eating away. You tell me, you can see better than I can. But yeah, so I thought I'd do a live commentary on it if I could. So I basically have doing an audio recording now, and then I will sync it with the video when it's done. The time is 9:40, and that's around the same time as he turned up last night, actually. In fact, what am I saying? It was pretty much dead on when he turned up last night. He's turned up at about the exact same time tonight, which I'm quite pleased about, because he isn't that consistent these days. Sometimes he doesn't turn up till after 11 o'clock, and I've given up on looking for him, and then I see the food's gone the next day. So I'd expect, so if you can stick with us for the duration if you want, or skip through it, but I'd expect this will probably last sort of between 8 and 10 minutes. And I'm going to have a hard time filling all of that time with talking, so there'll probably be quite a bit of dead air. But yeah, so I'm watching him, and yeah, one thing about this new station is I can't see very well into it from the outside. Actually, I think it's because of the spotlight is sort of hitting where he is, and it's made him a bit of a blur. So another thing to tell you is that a couple of nights ago he was joined by another hedgehog, and I don't know what happened. All I know is two hedgehogs went in. I think the one that went in second was only in there for a few minutes, maybe not even that. So I think what probably happened was there was a bit of a power struggle, and the other one was sent away. But I was really annoyed that I didn't put a camera in that night, because, you know, obviously these videos are getting a bit samey now. Don't see much different. Try and get different camera angles and things like that, but obviously running out of ideas, as you can tell by the fact that I'm doing this commentary thing. And what would have made a really great video would have been to see two hedgehogs interacting, and unfortunately it was the night before that I chose to put the camera in, because I'm only sort of doing this once a week now, if that, and it was the bloody night after that they decided to. So I was watching, and I saw the first one go in, or I think he was already in there, and I could see there was somebody in there eating, and then just imagine my surprise when I saw another one turn up, because that's just never happened before. Like I say, he wasn't there for long. The other interesting thing about that is that, well, you be the judge of whether it's interesting or not, but I can't remember what order it was in now, but one of them left, exit stage left, and one of them went right. Now the one that has been most nights when I have observed or looked outside the, sorry I smacked the microphone then, Most nights when I've been watching, the hedgehog goes right from the viewer's perspective when he leaves the den, and he walks up to the bottom of my garden, and I think he turns left and goes into the garden that backs onto my house, which I think is on Campion Drive. Now the other hedgehog, he goes he goes right, and then he goes left on the Campion Drive garden. And this other hedgehog, he went left. There had been a couple of nights prior where it had just been the one hedgehog, and he'd gone left, and I thought, hang on a minute, he usually goes right and he usually walks up the garden, why is he going a different way? He's changed his routine. So it may well be that the hedgehog that I'd seen a few nights before, and maybe on some of the videos, is a different hedgehog to some of the other ones. Now I can't actually I'm taking it he hasn't I am sort of trying to pay attention. I'm taking it he hasn't left yet, but he's gone out of view a bit, so perhaps he's having some water now, or perhaps he's destroying the camera. Anyway, he's because the front is blacked out by duct tape, because once again when I tried to cut the hole in the storage box, it caused a ripple effect across the box, and it put a great big crack through the front of the box, and I had to duct tape it up again. So it won't be long before I have to replace this one probably, but very carefully scored out the doorway with a Stanley knife, and kept scoring it and scoring it and scoring it, and then tried to cut through where I'd scored, and just suddenly went like a knife through butter through the whole sort of side of the storage box, and I swore quite loudly, and then I thought, no, I can fix this same as last time, I'll just get the duct tape out. So that's what I did, and you can't really see from the outside that it's damaged, and it's all made safe now, and there's no sharp edges for the hedgehog or anything like that, so it's all good. Feel free to mute me if you're finding this commentary boring. I mean, who wouldn't? So there's not much to commentate on at the moment. My intention was, yeah, I'll fill the time by telling you about what's happened over the previous visits, and I've done that. He does spend a fair bit of time drinking as well as eating, but he spends most of his time eating. So what's he doing now? You tell me. I can't see him. Oh yes, I think I can see him. I think he may be on... Is he on top of the bowl? I think he's on top of the bowl and he's taking a drink. Am I right? So I think I can see his eyes. Yeah. Because I think the water's on the left-hand side of the bowl, near the side of the bowl that's nearest the camera. So, you know, rather than do the civilised thing, yeah, his table manners are slightly better than mine. He will climb on the bowl when he doesn't really have to. I mean, he could just sit at the side of the bowl and lap away at the water, but hedgehogs like to stand in their food. Oh, he's turned away now. Oh. So yeah, I think what he's doing at the moment is he's stood on the food bowl and he's drinking the water, which is what he's done on the previous films. So again, nothing new, nothing exciting. I thought about putting a mirror in there, and then I thought that's a bit cruel, because yeah, it would provide something different, and you might stare at the mirror and have a bit of a fight with it. Oh, he's leaving. Oh no, he's gone back. He sort of had a look outside and then decided to go back in. Was he gone back for some more? Yeah, so I thought about putting a small mirror in there because from what I've read, if a hedgehog looks in a mirror, it thinks it doesn't recognise itself. It thinks it's seen another hedgehog. So that would have been an interesting thing to behold. But they, they feel threatened and they think it's enough. They don't tend to. I don't think they tend to be very accommodating with other hedgehogs. It can be a bit of a fight. Anyway, I didn't want to do anything that was going to sort of spoil his evening or anything like that. I'm not here to experiment on hedgehogs. I'm here to observe. Now where is he? He's at the bowl again. He's having a sniff around now. I can see him very clearly. He's gone to the camera end. Oh, he's turned round. He's heading towards the camera, isn't he? Is he looking at the oh no, he had a quick sniff of the camera and he's turned round now. And he's leaving, and he's gone. Off he goes, and he's gone left. He's gone left. What does that mean? Is that so? I'm calling them lefty and righty. So maybe that was lefty and not righty, which is a bit disappointing because I'm on the side of righty really, because he's the one I seem to have been getting the most. But yeah, so he's off. I'll go out there in a minute and retrieve the camera because I can't see any point in leaving out. I mean, there'll be more visits during the night. There'll be the other one will come, or maybe that one will come back. But yeah, so there we go. And well, I hope you enjoyed this very dull commentary, but it's something different, and hope you'll join us again for the Hedgehog Show. Okay, so just a quick update. This is not a live commentary anymore. This is an hour later. Watched the video back, and I could see he's got like a growth, as you could probably see. Rather horrible looking growth on his head, so I'm not sure what that is. Hopefully it's benign, but I'm gonna see if I can get some help for him. And yeah, very sad to see that. He was on film the other night and I thought it was a bit of food because the lighting wasn't great, but yeah, I can see it's the same guy that was in there the other night, and I can see that it's I've done a bit of research on the internet over the last hour about it, and yeah, it could be it could be a benign thing, but yeah, I'll see if I can get him looked at, see if I can get him to a vet perhaps. Anyway, so yeah, I just thought I'd mention that because I saw that on the video. So yeah, thanks for watching.